Yeah. I'm gonna do some handstands. And since a long time I had no shields on Saturday, but I was busy with a friend laying some flooring. So yeah, that's what's up today. Gonna do some handstands, gonna do some stretching, just enjoy yourself a little bit, just playing around. And sorry for sorry for the fact that I'm not uploading that much of videos. Did enough training every day, of course, but salute, JT Calisthenics, welcome. But I had yesterday morning a run before work, a 10 kilometer run. I did in the evening some weights, but all for myself. And I do lots of training, but I'm always posting it because it all takes time. So I hope you understand that. You have an Instagram account, yes. Oh, and also sometimes I post some stuff from Instagram which I don't post on YouTube, and other way around. Some things I post on YouTube, and that I am not posting that on Instagram. So if you want to look at both of those socials, you can catch me doing more stuff. But it's just how I feel. That is how I share it. We have Sam in the house. Welcome. So let's do some handstands. I had no warming up. I'm just jumping into this. And like I said, I have for a long time have done no shields on Saturday. I did some work with a friend. Like I said, I was laying some flooring. So if you can help other people out fixing their house, I love to do that always. And I'm a bit handy, so it's always a huge compliment if people ask you to fix some stuff for them. I like that. See people popping up. So we're gonna have some nice talks. You can ask me anything you want, and I'm gonna do a little bit of training. First, we're just gonna check the form. Always, for my first handstands, always need to make sure that I'm correctly stretching out and getting that shoulder mobility going on. That's always the first phase of my handstand workouts. So I'm gonna give you a follow. Thank you, JT. How many times do you weight train per week, please? I have Arjen still in the house. Hello. How many times? Well, for now I have to think a little bit. I do it now. Sometimes I combine it, but it is at least 3 times a week. So I got one session with my overhead press, heavy overhead press, and my weighted pull-ups. That is one. I got my weighted dips in a session combined with my squats. Those I on a regular basis show, and I got some sets with overhead press with lighter weight, with more repetitions, and weighted chin-ups. So those are my basic things that I do. But yesterday I also had for fun a little bit of bench press, also unhand bench press, because I want to train for the planche. So I was practicing, I was playing around with that was new, and some other random stuff. But I was a bit later out of work, and yeah, that was a bit easier for me to do. So yeah, at least 3 times a week. But I also stack things on each other, by the way. So I had a heavy leg session on Thursday, and on Friday morning I did an interval run, which impacted my legs heavily. I still feel that. So I'm always thinking about that. If you see me looking to the side, I have a cabinet over here with some anime figures, by the way. But I also have a back mirror behind the figure rings, so I can watch my form if I'm in a straight line or not. By the way, if you're practicing handstands, try to look towards the sides and up and down. That's real good for the balance. Just a bit warming up, getting flexible and everything. Have Jive kept in the house. Welcome, Silverback Strength. And people, please go over to their channels, because they also are fantastic dudes with some content themselves. Hey, he's just on Amsterdam for the weekend. So he's smoking weed now, or not? That's beast, thank you. So, how are you all? We have Clark in the building. Handstand training, is it? Yes, sir. A little bit of handstand training, yeah. I try to do more skill training lately, because I want to learn the planche and I want to get better at my one arm handstand and some other stuff. So yeah, hope not. How old is he, by the way? But if you're going to Amsterdam, there's you know there is a high chance, right, that he's smoking weed now or doing some other stuff. Dude, are you close to Zwaag at all? I'll be staying there in February. Zwaag? I don't even know where Zwaag is laying. I have to check that. But everything in the Netherlands is not far apart, except, the upper top and the lower top. But everything in the middle is pretty reachable for me. So if you are here, mother, just contact me. Send me a DM to Instagram or anything, or send me a comment by my page here. Horen. Oh, Horen is more in the top, more in the upper above Amsterdam. But we can meet up. Horen, it's doable. We can meet up in Amsterdam or something like that. Let me know. Where you are? February. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, it is in the north of Amsterdam. Yeah, it is. So we can meet up. If I take a train from here, I can be in an hour or so in Amsterdam. So doable. Pretty good. Let's do that. Would love to. Will be an honor. I was bummed out that I couldn't meet you in where was I? In Bristol. Yeah. I'm only playing a bit with my balance. I DM you. Cool. Just let me know. I'd love to meet up. Would be an honor. Bit van bands for the stretching. To get my mobility a bit more going. And that's the thing when you're doing a lot of push exercises, high rep push exercises. It's not always helping your handstands, because you become very tight in the shoulders and chest. So I have to pay for myself a bit more attention to that. Also, the wrists are important for me. The shoulders, hips, it's just personal, but yeah. If you know where your weaknesses lie, you know what to look out for and know what to strengthen, what to stretch. And if you can do that, you rarely have injuries. Just get to know your body. That's really, really important. And by the way, I'm trying to learn to lever myself that I can get one hand like this, just up. And then I'm pretty close to one arm handstand. And on the right hand, it's a bit easier. Left is harder, so I need to practice both, but it's coming. I have Tico in the building. Hope you're doing good, man. Thank you. Enjoy your shares. Thank you, thank you. Julian, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming by. Did I miss someone? Think not. So, Clark, brother, have you heard of the Russian known? I believe is Andrei Smeyav? Known for his thick forearms and wrists and calisthenics skills. No, never heard of him. No. So for now, I'm just gonna play with the balance. See if I can get one arm out of it. And this is the more fine motoric skill. So after this I can do some more strength work also. Skills. And with this I'm really happy already. That I can lever just my hand. Next step is of course letting some fingers loose. And from there a whole hand. But easier said than done, huh? And by the way, I can tell you it is easier to learn a handstand from nothing than learning in one arm handstand while you are able to do a handstand already. So that is the gap of skills. So he's a YouTube sensation. Sorry, I don't know him. Thank you, Clark. By the way, I'm doing handstands longer than I do my burpees. I'm not saying I'm pretty good at it, because you know I'm not focusing that much on it as I should. But I was doing muscle ups and handstands even before I got to know the Iron Wolf burpees. This is the hardest for me, my hardest side. But you always have to practice both ways. I learned that with the martial arts very much. Always be consistent with that. And although you're always running behind with some part of your body, try to do both sides. That's important. Also good to get some stretches going. You can. Also, my ankle mobility, by the way, also shitty. So, one part of my body that is shitty. My ankle, hips, shoulders, wrists. It helps my body, by the way, but you know. But I rarely have injuries or anything. So that means that I'm doing something good. And that is also part of it. And do I still I fell on my face. Yeah, sometimes. Rarely, but sometimes. In the beginning a bit more. That's part of it. And also trying something out, which I learned recently, and that is when you're going over to lean towards one side, you have to breathe out, open the chest and everything. And I noticed that it helps. It's strange, I don't know why that is exactly, but it helps. So breathing is important for getting your one-arm handstand. Thank you, Tico. Appreciate that. So, although we have no shields today, later on we're still gonna ref out some handstand push-ups and get some strength work done. Maybe even some pseudos, some tucked planche push-ups, something like that. First we're gonna do the skills and the motoric stuff. Rafael in the building. Hello, welcome. To my other side, my bad side. It's so hard to progress with this. Real hard. So you have to keep trying and trying and trying. And it's just handstands and skill work is just endless trying till you get something. And you can have months with no progressions. But you have to deal with that and just bear with it. Because there is always a moment with you don't expect it, that you get some progress all of a sudden out of nothing. That's my experience at least. But although it is hard to learn something, when you got it almost for life. It's just like we say in Holland, it's just like riding a bike. Once you learn that as a small child, you never unlearn it. You can suck a little bit at it, but you'll always be able to do it. And I got it with all my skills. Because I'm not doing human flags every week. And still every time I want to do a human flag, I can do it. But get there, that was a little bit of work. Same with the muscle ups, same with the handstands. You can get a little bit worse in it, but you never, lose it totally. Maybe if you're not doing it for years, that's a different story. But as long as you do on a regular basis, do your stuff, you're always keeping it. Let's do it with the bad side. Jelko in the house, salute, welkom. Have Aditi of Adityaziris is so. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. Dankjewel, Jelko. ben bezig met een one-arm handstand. At least I try to do a one-arm handstand. Still not be able now, but who knows? Oi, 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 oi. My hand was coming loose. That's a good sign. And if I can get it only for a millisecond with one hand loose, I will be happy already. That is a progression for me. For the other side, if I can put my hand like the thing, you know, I will be happy for this side. So, 2 different progressions at different sides. And we're gonna do later some more stuff. But for now, focus on this one. Real tough. I don't know. I have problems with stacking my arm on this side for some reason. Jape's in the house. Salute. You're in shape. I'll try to be in shape. I'm fairly happy with myself, if I can say so. That's a good thing. That gives confidence, of course, to do stuff. And also, I'm now already, I think, 20 minutes or so busy with, I do exercises too. Cool. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm busy with 20 minutes of doing this stuff. So think about how much time goes into it, and I'm not into this. I'm now only practicing one certain skill. I try to do daily something, although it is sometimes a little bit, not training hours every day, but some days I only train 5 to 10 minutes on handstands, or I just do a couple to maintain it. I can let my hand a little bit loose, but I'm not controlling it yet. But that is the next step. That is the next step. So if I stay on it, I can get it. But you have to be persistent. You have to learn to stack my other side. Let's try a little bit with the hands closer together. No. And this is just failure after failure after failure. And that is why most people don't do this stuff. Because a burpee is easy to do. Right? Almost anybody can do a burpee in some way or form. But doing a handstand takes more practice. You don't see your results that quickly. But you have to be patient and control yourself. And I can recommend for anybody to do handstands. Because when you grow older, your balance becomes shittier. So that is a thing you need to practice your balance. It's also proven that your cognitive functions improve through balancing and also by standing on your head, because you're making new neurological pathways in your brains. You're getting stronger, strength-wise, of course, in your back, your chest, your arms, and anything. So practice handstands. Handstands are very, very beneficial for everything in your body. I promise. Plus, they're a cool skill. doing the left side over again because I feel right away with that. Bro, calisthenics, yes sir. No bro, you do wrong. I'm not doing wrong, I'm just practicing, brother. There's nothing wrong with practicing. And if you can do it better, make a video, tag me in it, and I watch your performance and try to learn from that. Because I'm always open for learning. So make a video, tag me, and then we're gonna see. Because I'm not that fast on taking advice from people who only talk. For obvious reasons, of course. This is something already for me. Just to lean on one arm, have most of my weight on that arm. That needs to become natural, slowly but surely. Move your body to the side. I'm doing that. But you are dropping in. Was moving. Well, I was practicing my bad side. So yeah. But we're gonna do some more skills. You know. Look at my channel. See more. And I'm not afraid to show the stuff I'm bad at. That's a good thing. Everybody needs to learn. So I hope this also inspires people to try new stuff. But the left side still sucks. You can do planche. No, not yet. Tucked planche. Tucked till advanced a little bit. But no, still not. Oh, I can, by the way, I can do maybe a bit from on the parallels and on the high bars in the park. I can do an handstand and drop a bit to a straddle planche type thingy. But that's a different story. That's not really a planche. Real planche is for me going from a tucked version with your legs out. But we can switch for now. I did have to look at the time. I'm already in my one arm busy for a half an hour or so. So let's proceed to some other stuff. Let's do some push-ups. And I was feeling that I was on that fourth rep close to failure. So I lowered myself slowly and getting that negative in and hold it a bit. That was on purpose. I think you do Kali 2 to 3 years. No, way longer. But I'm not only practicing the skills. Skills are only a small part of my training. Most of my training is high rep calisthenics. So I can rep out hundreds of pull-ups, thousands of push-ups. Easy. Different story. And I run, I do weights, I do all kinds of stuff. Oh, and by the way, I started with calisthenics, by the way, when I was 31. No, yeah, 32. No. 32, I think. Something like that. Yeah. So I practice it now, I think 8 years or something. Oh, I've lost of balance over there. But how long are you training your calisthenics? And what are your main skills which you're good at? Let me know. For the Apple dits. And do you have a channel, by the way? That's it. Oh, fuck. Again. The hardest thing is holding your balance while you're moving. Getting some handstand push-ups in is not the biggest thing, but doing everything at the same time, that's a different story. There's no easy skill, but I don't like stuff that is too easy. You have to challenge yourself. And I'd be happy with every rep that I get. Every rep is just stacking onto another. Next up, slow, going down. Those negatives takes a lot of power, but really helpful. You can get huge strength gains from that. I know from experience. And it also will help, of course, with the isometric skills. Because if you want to learn a planche, you have to be able to isometric hold. Dus it's all carrying over, of course. To start with a 3 and down to sets of 2. Already happy with that. Try to get as much sets as I can in, and that will stack onto each other. also did some pushing yesterday, some overhead press, some benching. So you need to get way stronger. But you have to repeat. For me, getting the one arm handstand in, handstand push-ups in, are my biggest things. Ugly reps, but still reps. Oh, you can do one planche push-up. Would love to, but first I need to learn the planche. That's a different story. But I try to focus lately a bit more on my skills, because I'm always busy with my higher rep calisthenics. I have a little doggy over here. Come on. So yeah, well, please try full or straddle. That's some parallels we can do. I can try maybe something else. Okay. Can feel the doggy. So always throw them bits everywhere so he can search for them. Some snacks. I can try to lever down. And those negatives, I'll also try to do them on a regular basis. But really hard. They take a lot of energy out of you. Just do a couple, and you're getting burnout very fast with your strength gains. And I need to notify that I'm not stretching my arms the way it should be. But that's just practice. You don't get good at something out of nothing. I think people don't realize how hard stuff is and how many hours you need to put in to get some skills. Of course, you have some people who are really talented, but not even 1% of the population of the world population can do a fucking planche. So can only do a bit bent arm negatives, I'm happy. Don't handstand to plants. Well, it's all good. Believe me. And still, I want to see some videos of you doing some stuff. Because as far as I can tell, you know how it works. So we'd love to see some stuff from you. Okay. Because it's easy to say, there's another thing to do it. But it's all good training. Do one more, and I'm gonna do some. To check my time. I'm already at 40 minutes. That's what's going on. Salute, brother. How are you? We're doing handstands today. No shields, because I was working today with a friend, laying some flooring and stuff. So I'm gonna do some skill work. Did already some one arm handstand practice, handstand push-ups. Now I'm doing some handstands, till bent arm planche type thingies. Have to collaborate one day. Of course, I'd love to. Knowing you, to probably say, let's do 2K of Navy SEALs. There will be something, there will be something. Most I have done is denk ik 1050 Navy SEALs. So, 6,000 push-ups. Well, why not? I'd love to try it, at least. Got last time, by the way, 1,000 in 2 hours, 58 minutes and 12 seconds. Just under the 3 hours. I need to beat that time. But as soon as I have a vacation coming up, so there is a chance that I'm gonna do my 1,000 Navy SEALs. Also some 1,000 two pumps. Yeah. Oh, by the way, pork chop. Do you have Instagram? And you know, give me a message through that. It's easier to connect with each other. We can give each other some numbers or anything. Go lift arm carry. She tried to do it with you. Oh, that is a deal then. That is a deal. It will be a long day. Turkey in the house. Salam alaikum. Will do. Yeah. Give me a message. We get something done. Also, if there's a shorter workout, we can do that also. I don't have that many days that I have the all day free to do that type of work. So I catch my time when I can. Oh. Like a salam. How many time? What's the time? 45 minutes. Okay, gonna do some practices with skills. Now we're just gonna wrap it out. Let's start some tucked push-ups. Check my form a little bit in the side mirror over here of my cabinet. close to failure with this. And these are no dips or push-ups. These are fucking hard. So if you want to get a good push-up in, lift up your knees, get into a tucked position, and then go. It will fuck you up pretty fast. And also, I try to hold my tuck, but even that is hard. So your core is gonna fail you before you fail your push-ups, but while you're failing your core, it will get harder and harder. A bit of the back for watch my form better. Don't know how many sets I'm gonna do. Everything I do is just on feeling. So when I practice my skills, I just feel it out. And you're feeling you cannot do it correctly anymore, you just move to another progression. It's the same with this. I don't have a set number that I need to do. And that's good. So then you also know you gotta move you do some good stuff. Because if you set a number, there's a high chance that you're probably doing too little. Little doggy was also want some attention. Yeah. Sweet doggy. Good doggy, go. Okay. This is fourth set, I think, yeah. Fourth set. Six, 8, 8. Let's go. Fourth set win 8. Just dropping down with numbers a little bit. Believe me, these are very good. Very effective. Rest too long, and then we go again. Getting a good pump already. Good. I have a little friend who wants attention. Yeah. Okay. It was my 5th set. No. Now my 6th, I think. If I'm right. really wants attention. He did jumping squat, seal jack shoulder raise and sit-ups. Nice. Awesome work. Awesome work, Japes. Real good, real good. I'm petting a doggy over here. Go. Always have love for your animals. Both in stunning. Thank you. Both in. Yes. So, always happy that people are a little bit motivated by stuff that I do. You know, I always feel honored that people are getting. Go ahead. A little bit of hook. So, what I was saying, I really feel honored that people are getting motivated by stuff that I do. Because I'm a simple human being who just love to work out. Form is shitty, but we're gonna get just the reps in. And this is just stuff that's on top of the skills, the fine motoric stuff, the handstand push-ups. There's some handstand to straddle, bent arm straddle planks leans, or negative, sorry. I'm wearing black shorts like you. Awesome. Like I said, I got 4 or 5 of these same Adidas shorts. I buy this shit in bulk. Okay. Okay, 1 set of these. We're gonna go over to the pseudo push-ups. So just gonna get it in all forms. Not even holding my legs anymore. So when you cannot hold your legs anymore, then you know you're good. Let's see, we have something new. Kijk, weer bezig zijn, kuipen. Let's go. A bit late because I'm already how long a minute. 45 minutes. Ha. Do an extra handstand in between, and then we're gonna do some pseudo push-ups. Now it's way harder to hold it. Feel my arms shaking already. Just do those push-ups. Those tucked planks push-ups. And doggy wants attention. Just seeing in my side eye that he is reaching for me. Yeah. But appreciate it, sir. Always appreciate your support. Did you get some training in? How's that going? Go on, win. Yeah. And the final phase, just wrapping it out. So maybe I do this as last, or maybe I do this and some planes leans just to finish it totally. And after that I do some stretching for my own Not going yet to fill you. I was going to fill you with those others before this. But these hit different again. I think it's just a push-up now. Hoe lang kan je een handstand achter elkaar? I think the longest I ever done is about 2.5 minutes or something. I don't know for sure. I think so. 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes, something like that. So not that long, because there are people in the world who can do it for 40 minutes, 50 minutes, even 1 hour I have seen. So yeah, there are people who can hold on one arm for 30 minutes or something. I also follow, by the way, some of those Cirque du Soleil people, and some of them still do it, others are ex-Circus du Soleil, but those people are awesome with their handstand work. They are, for me, the top of the handstand work. What they perform is just art. I cannot even touch that in the farthest bit. And I'm not counting my rest periods, I just feel it out. There you go again. 2, 3. And with this exercise, I don't have a set distance for my hands, but I just play with it. So if I feel I need to make it harder, I just lean a little bit more to the front. But even leaning a little bit towards the front can make huge difference already. Maar Sen, kan jij een handstand? Doe je dat al? In je paardje en Alkmaar. Let's go. As you can see, I did a bit extra here. I was trying to, at the top, push my scapula really totally out. The full range, the real full range. That's it. Oh. Again, I'm not counting sets, I'm not counting reps, I just do what is necessary so that I feel it. Funny thing is, these are huge strength works, but they don't bother me that much the next day. So that is nice. Oh yeah, before I forget, some people are watching. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on the Game Bros channel. Some friends of mine, Game Bros, Crusades of Motivation. And we're gonna do a muscle up Navy SEAL ladder. So muscle ups and Navy SEALs as combination. So 3 p.m. in the afternoon, I'm gonna do this. So for them it's at 9 because my friend Game Bros is living in New York. So it is 9 p.m. For him. Do I say it correctly? No, sorry. 9 a.m. for him. It is 3 p.m. for me. So 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm gonna put some stuff, do some stuff on the Game Bros channel. So I'm gonna make a post about it so you guys can see it. That's it. So our goal is to eventually come totally loose and get some planche push-ups in. That would be a dream. Not only doing a planche, but also doing planche push-ups. Hoe doe je dit toch? Gewoon proberen. Oefenen, oefenen, oefenen. Als je mijn video ziet vanaf het begin. Sorry for the Dutch. So if you watch my video from the beginning, you see I'm getting practice after practice after practice. Most of the time I'm failing, you know, if I practice skills. And that is, you have to accept that. You fail maybe 1,000 times before you can do something. Practice, practice, practice. That is how I do it. There's no other way around it. I'm not really talented. I'm just a guy who needs to work hard for everything he does. So, Tjibbe salute from Tunisia. Ravia Ahmed. What's your routine? Well, I'm a bit towards the end now, but I practice some one arm handstands, at least trying some, still learning. Handstand push-ups. I got some on the parallettes, to say it correctly, some handstand to bent arm straddle negatives in. I got some tuck planche push-ups. Now some pseudo push-ups in. So yeah, that. And I think I'm gonna leave with that. I'm gonna do some stretching. I was thinking of doing some planche leans, but they're not necessary anymore with this that I have done. So probably come to Germany. So I hope we do a workout together. I'm from time to time in Germany. Last couple years, I'm maybe 2 times a year in Germany. So who knows? You can also come to the Netherlands. But I say it more to people. If you want to hook up, send me a DM and maybe we can arrange something. You know, I always love to connect with all people around the world who are interested in training and have the same mindset. So send me a DM to Instagram, or if you cannot do that, you can we can comment back and forth on YouTube, and we can give each other some email. But email is getting erased by YouTube itself, so it only is standing on there for a very short time. So that's a bit harder to do. So that was it. Gonna close off. I want to thank you all for watching. Got more than an hour of handstand working, so really real happy with that. And I want to thank you all and keep rapping. Salute.